All right, you guys.
Hey. Welcome back.
Welcome to Daily Grind, episode 2.
Episode 2.
Holy man.
I can't believe we've made it to episode 2 already.
Made it this far.
It's crazy.
Yeah, so we're gonna, I don't know if you listeners, if you've heard our first episode yet, but we're gonna kind of continue off on that since we're pretty new to this podcast scene. Catch up basically on our segments, our daily grind, what we do in and out each day and every day. Give us this day our daily grind. That's pretty much it. So we're just gonna kind of jump right into it, kind of give a recap on how our big events went last weekend, and continue on what we're gonna do forward.
Yeah. Speaking of big events,
yeah.
didn't you play a tournament?
Yeah.
Did you do some bring home some more hardware this weekend?
Some more hardware to add to my Ace Hardware store. Just call it Service Ace or something. So I played in the Chicago Clay Court Open tournament this past weekend. Yeah, very, very fancy at the Beverly Hills Tennis Club.
Beverly Hills. So is that like, are people like riding on horseback, like sweater vest kind of Beverly Hills, or like?
Yeah, I had to wear all white for this thing.
All white for this thing?
Yeah,
wow.
It was pretty legit. I felt like I was at Wimbledon. Yeah, so I played in the women's open for singles, and I won. It was like a round robin. I won both my matches, so I got this really flashy trophy I brought to work. It's on my desk because my hardware case is full at this time, occupied with a toaster.
I wonder who the toaster.
I wonder who the toaster is.
Who would have a toaster in the office? I do not know.
I'm not sure. Yeah. Don't tell anyone if anyone's from Wilson's listening on this, but there's no toaster.
Yeah. It could be a fire hazard.
Yeah, so that was my big stuff.
How did the matches? Did you play any Serena Williams? Did you play any people that were challenging?
I had this one lady, Gina. Oh man, she was a grinder. I played 3-set tiebreak on her. I lost. I was totally out of it when I came there. 1-6. And then I won came back in the second set, 6-1, and then the tiebreak went to 11-9. So I was down 8-9 in the tiebreak, and there's a few. I was sweating pretty hard.
That's terrible.
Yeah, pretty crazy. Yeah, tennis tournament, and then I totally forgot too. I ran a 5K too, or 5-mile race on Sunday. That was like the next day. Yeah, between sets basically. Did well in there. Got first in my age group. I got a little medal for that too. So, it's a daily grind.
It is daily grind. Wow. So going into this, how do you prepare your mind for this? Why don't you talk a little bit about that? Sure.
Yeah. For the tennis match. So I was let's backpedal a little bit. So I was playing Friday night and then Saturday. Friday, as you guys know, I'm training for a triathlon. So I did a bike ride earlier in the day before tennis. And I was coming back from the bike ride, and some guy on a bike actually ran into my bike. So took a stumble, fall, a couple scrapes, bruised finger. So I did not plan for that mentally going into my tennis match later that night. I was like, yeah, I'm going to be able to hold my tennis racket properly, hit my backhand totally fine. But my index finger was really puffed up. And I hurt like a bitch. Sorry. But, so I had to readjust my backhand. So mentally I was like, you know what, Kelly, I'm going to take 1 point at a time. If I mess up or make it error, no worries. You got 2 sets in a match. I can come back. So first couple games, I was hurting like crazy. And I realized I had to readjust my strokes and then play more smart tennis and strategically, like a Roger Federer, so basically place my ball versus trying to go for...
So turn to the GOAT.
Turn to the GOAT.
Take a spill, wipe out, turn to the GOAT.
Yeah, take a spill, wipe out, come back from the bottom. I used that injury as motivation for me to, stay strong throughout the match, and I did. So broke her in the second set. I was up 1-0, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to full speed go ahead of myself, and... Yeah, and then finally in the tiebreak again, if you lose a point or you're down a shot or if you don't hit a shot how you like it, just come back on the next one. So stay mentally focused. Okay. And I realized I wanted to win it more than her. So that was my motivation to cruise through. The next day, I played this other lady who I played before, and I've won, so I wasn't too concerned. But we did have a couple of like close games. So
No, it's
yeah.
really inspiring. It's really I think something that the users could take home and really just think about. It's like even though you had like it's just because your day might not start off in the most productive or the most how you don't really plan it to go doesn't mean you really can't turn it around.
Exactly.
Mid-match, midday. So
yeah.
Like a little takeaway from that is that's really cool.
Make the bad things, those obstacles, turn them good. Yeah.
That's right.
Bounce back strong. So that was the craziness of the weekend. This week, yeah. So I kind of was recovering the first couple days, as you can tell in the office on Monday. I still got the scrapes.
Still got the battle scars.
Still got the battle scars. So that was my battle. How about you? What battle of the bands?
Battle of the bands. Yeah. Weekend warrior on the road. Traveled home this weekend and put a festival back home. Local festival that's been hosted there for a few years and stuff. It's had a lot of national acts and stuff, and I used to play with all the old guys on open mic, and eventually worked my way into some of the smaller stages, and finally made the main stage. And it was really fun to go back and see all the same people that first believed in like my music and stuff. And
yeah, did you hear it? He said the main stage, you guys. So yeah, how do you work up towards that? You've been playing at this event for a couple years now?
Yeah, so playing in these events and getting nervous has never really been something that I struggled with. It was something that is, like, as far as music and stuff, like, if I had to get up and talk in front of a bunch of people, I could, but if I had a guitar in front of me, I wouldn't feel as naked. If I was just standing up there, it's like, imagine everyone's in your underwear, like, I feel like I'm the guy in my underwear in front of people, but when I have the guitar on, I don't feel that way. So, yeah, just mentally prepared for that, just, like, I couldn't do it without a team. I had there was multiple people that drove 6-7 hours just to be there. Great friends, great group of people that show up and show how to make it happen, and it couldn't happen without all of those people. So that was the fun part about it, getting to go home and the bass player and drummer and all of us guys just it's more of a brotherhood than it is a band. We actually we had breakfast that morning before the show and just all hung out and just like knowing that people come to support the passions that you are. It's so important that you make those lifelong connections because you never know those people that when they would do that for you because you're passionate about it. Like don't set aside your passions because someone might not have the same passion as you. That's okay. Like that's their passion, not yours. Like you don't need to convince them to like yours. Like all you should be worried about is like if it sparks some creativeness in you, then you should go seek after that. And all the great inventors, all the great just like conquerors of like the early world and early things, like they weren't focused on who said, I'm not really interested in that. Like if it sparks interest in you, just do it. Like if take time to do that.
Yeah, if you're passionate about something, just go for it. Everyone has a different passion.
Right, absolutely.
You guys mentioned you had like breakfast and stuff. Is that how you bound together so you can get your camaraderie back on swing?
That and the drummer, he didn't get until 4 a.m, so it was.
Man.
Yeah, so he didn't have a kit to really rehearse on, but had a kit at the show. So playing pots and pans, if you will, while we kind of hummed through some songs, rehearsed a 10-song set list in a matter of like an hour and a half, 2 hours, and felt like we knew everything that easy. That's the best part about it. Like we bond through the music and just through everyone's like quirks and their goofiness, and it all comes together in the end.
Yeah, that works. That's good. Well played. Good stuff. Yeah, so that was a recap of our exciting daily grind from last week. So I guess maybe should we tell our listeners like what we're planning to go this upcoming week, what we have in store for crazy stuff.
I think they need to know.
They need to know. They need to know the craziness. So craziness continues as always.
As always.
So I was talking to Connor earlier today. I got some more tennis funsies going on this weekend. I'm hosting a tennis tournament for my nonprofit, the John Summer Classic, on Saturday in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. So I'm going to make a trip up there. And then, too, on top of it, I host some pickleball events. So I'm doing a pickleball tournament on Sunday. So I wanted to make the most of my weekend. And that one's called the Wisconsin Pickleball Open. Big stuff coming ahead.
Big
Yeah,
moves.
I've been getting
Big
phone
moves.
calls all day, emails all through the night and today.
24/7 hotline.
24/7 hotline.
So pickleball.
Pickleball.
For
So
those of you out there that
yeah,
kind of know pickleball, you enjoy it. People that don't know about pickleball, you're probably like, what is this game? It's a glorified game of ping pong, but it's a lot more than that. Kelly, could you tell us a little bit about like pickleball? Just like what makes
sure.
people so addicted to it? Like why do you see those people that literally just they've never played it, and as soon as they play it, why is it such
Yeah,
a craze right now?
it's a craze. Yeah, so it's up and coming. So it's a paddle sport. If you guys aren't familiar with it, it's basically a hybrid between tennis and I would say badminton on a short court. So you play like a mini tennis court. You use a wooden paddle or like a foam core paddle. Um, and then you play basically with a wiffle ball. So imagine back in your young days, uh, kiddie days, you have that plastic bat and a wiffle ball. Well, yeah, you use that wiffle ball for this pickleball game. The cool thing is it's for all ages and skill levels. It's easy to pick up, and I think that's why there's such a crave about it because basically you need half of a tennis court, a few paddles, and one ball to play. And you can play singles or doubles. Scoring is similar to I would say like a volleyball. You can only score when you're serving. But from a beginner, I just started playing within probably like a year and a half, 2 years ago. And I actually played at the national tournament last year. So me just being a couple months in the sport and playing at a high level, it's easy to pick up, and I think that's why people love it. And it's a little bit easier on the joints too. So it's more of a short game compared to tennis. So you're not moving around as much, but you're still getting a good workout and really, really close and competitive points. Yeah,
Yeah, right on.
it's
That's cool. That's
mm-hmm.
something that I think a lot of people out there, sports and stuff, it's challenging for people to just pick up something and jump right into it. But
Yeah.
that's cool that it's tailored to all ages like that. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, tailored to all ages. It started in Seattle, Washington, back in the '60s. And I think the crave is too that the pickleball was named after the Joe who started it, his wife. They started Cane Pickleball because the combination of different sports reminded them of a pickle boat and crew where carsmen were chosen from leftovers of other boats. I don't even know what it is, but pickleball is so catchy because like pickleball, yeah.
Yeah. And the ball is the color of a pickle. I always thought
yeah,
it was the color
yeah.
of a pickle.
I thought it was based on pickles.
But
Like
it's
guys
a lot
eating like
deeper than that.
some pickle sandwich and
cool.
like yeah, so it goes super big. Other claims to fame that they say that the Joe, his dog, was a Cocker Spaniel and was named Pickles. So, yeah, pickleball.
Learn something every day.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I got this pickleball tournament on Sunday, the Wisconsin Pickleball Open. This is our second year doing it. I got like a draw of like 30 players already. So I'm excited to tell you guys about it next time on the Daily Grind. But yeah, Connor, what's up with you? What's going on in your life?
What's going on? Shoot, what's going on? Well, getting ready to take the first trip ever to the Big Apple. Ready to go to New York City. First time, so it's been on the back of my mind, just trying to keep things busy, moving in the office, and not trying to get too much fever to get out and about before. Gotta stay patient before we get there. Just get ready to travel, and I think that helps me clear my mind. And big things for me, I think there's not too many big things going on externally, but internally, I never can shut my mind off. So always things going on, always just trying to improve myself, always trying to make sure I'm being present and talking to people in the right way and treating people the right way. And I think that's one thing this week that I really tried to work on is just like try to be more intentional and trying to get to connect with those around me better. So that's kind of the big task for the week for me. It's not necessarily a professional thing, but just something I've been just kind of rolling around.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, on a personal level, just improving yourself, doing good. Definitely key takeaways for today. Yeah, so that's basically look into our lives outside of work and all. Yeah, so New York City, yeah. Watch out for Connor Christian, man.
That's right. The Big Apple.
Big Apple, I expect photo, video from you.
Oh, there's always gonna be
Oh
photo
yeah.
video.
Oh,
Have
for
I ever
sure.
not? Have I ever not had quality Instagram material?
Can't say no.
Exactly. Can't say no. Um, all right. So, word of the day here is: don't be distracted by the views of others. Focus on what engages and inspires you. The most exhilarating experiences are generated in the mind, triggered by information that challenges our thinking. If you're excited by a subject that no one else is, all that should matter to you is that you're interested. Revolutionary thinkers who create totally new ideas are driven by their interests, not whether or not others are interested too.
Well said. This is good stuff. This kind of just relays off of what we talked about before, our passions and what we're passionate about and what we do. And I think that's pretty clear. Connor, you want to add anything or?
Yeah, I think that is pretty transparent. The more transparent we are, the more people want to follow along with us. In growing up, that's always how it's been. Like even in high school and stuff, just you grow up, the people you hang around is who you become, but also like what you put out and what you put into life. It shouldn't be based on exactly you should be like out doing drugs or stealing things or being a clown. It's not saying that, but like if you have something that sparks a passion in you, don't let other people bury that. You should be like watering that daily and tending to that. Part of the daily grind. That's
part of
part of the daily grind.
Part of our lives.
You can't plant a seed and not expect it to grow if you don't water it.
Mm-hmm. Do work and
do work every day. Daily grind.
Daily grind. All right, so we want to end this segment with basically how you can contact us, learn more about the Daily Grind, follow us going forward, all the good stuff. So basically, I don't know if we mentioned this on our first episode, but we're going to have our YouTube link. You feel free to comment on that, and then also we're going to post these on both of our personal social media channels, and you can either direct message us individually, together, however you like.
Drop us a link.
Yeah.
Drop us your info.
And maybe you might be mentioned on our next podcast. So
you might be.
Could go big.
Could go big, the next star. If you have some encouraging words, drop us that or a cool story. We'd love to hear it.
Love to hear from you. All right, so that's it for today.
Until next time, I'm Connor.
I'm Kelly.
Thanks for tuning into the Daily Grind.
Thank you.